Hello students, welcome to the class. I'm Yogita. Our subject is psychology and today we are going to discuss about individual difference. Now each and every individual is differ from each other. No one looks similar and we don't find anyone with the similar features, qualities, nothing. So definitely every individual differ from one another. Now, what do you mean by individual difference? Individual difference stands for the variation among the individuals that triggers with a single characteristics or a many number of characteristics. Definitely, what this individual difference is that we don't find anyone with a similar kind of character, feature, behavior, appearance, with your speech, style, nothing. We don't find. Definitely, you differ from everyone and I am differ from everyone. I don't find anyone who just looks like me or who just looks, behave, yeah, think, yeah, act like me. So definitely, we all are differ from each other. Now, what's the main types of individual difference? How we can basically categorize that how we are differ from each other. One is physical or physiological difference. Second, a psychological difference. Now, a physical difference. A physical difference means individual they differ with their height, weight, skin color, appearance of lips, nose, eyes, eye color, ear, a size of a ear, or their hair color, hairstyle, the language they speak, their walking style, their talking style. See, these all are the physical difference we can notice. Next, psychological difference. Now, a psychological difference, here we can find the individual with the different in mental ability. The way they think, act, reason, that will be different. Difference in their IQ level. Definitely IQ which range from more than 150 to less than 70. So that will be the difference we can see. Some may be a superior people, some are with the average IQ, some are IQ is less than subnormal level, that is less than 70 is mental retardation. See, again people are differ with their IQ. People, they are having difference with based on their interest and habits. Some may like singing, some may like dancing, some of them have got a hobby of gardening, cooking, art and craft, pencil drawing. See, again difference. Difference based on their emotional stability, emotional level. Now, some maybe has got a very strong emotion, some are really very weak, some like they're not able to handle any kind of emotional crisis. See, again we are different. Difference because of their performance of skills. Some will be very good in performance, some are very poor, some are average, some need little more time to practice and perform. See, again we are different. Now see, these all are the psychological way that how we are different from each other. Okay, next. What's the cause? What's the cause behind this individual difference? We all are in the same earth, same food we are eating, breathing same air, drinking same water. Then how come this individual difference? Now definitely your hereditary and environment brings the different. Now hereditary, like most of our qualities, like what I got because of my parents, gene gambling. Okay. Now see, like qualities which runs in your family, hereditary from your parents and the ancestors. This is one reason. Next, the environment where we are living. Like, see, this environment starts from the time when you are in your womb. When you're in that womb, that fetus, it receives all the care, nutrition, oxygen, everything from mother through blood, through umbilical cord. So now here, when the lady is pregnant, mother is pregnant, what kind of food she take, which kind of environment she lives, what she think, what she feel, this all make a difference now. Now after the birth, now the baby will expose to various kind of different environments. Physical environment, geographical environment, social environment, spiritual environment, psychological environment. See, now again all these things will bring a difference. Like economic condition you take. If you're belongs to a high class family, you got very good money, then definitely you afford the best food, best vegetable, everything best, best school, best house, best facilities, everything will be best. In case if you don't have sufficient amount of money, we don't think of best, we want something worst for the best quality, I mean best price. That's okay for us. See, this is the way you think. Now see, that way of living bring a difference to you. And your socio-economic status, the occupation, what you're doing, your educational level. If you're well educated, definitely you will provide a best environment to your children. You will maintain a good family harmonious relationship. A child will be accepted. Child has given lot of opportunities, and you expose the child into a variety of areas, like opportunity given for the child in for the dancing class, abacus class, singing class. See this. Definitely, these all factors will bring the individual difference. Meantime, if you're very poor, you cannot afford for all these things, and a child can make difference. Child can feel the difference. Okay, now as how I said, so many factors will influence your individual difference. Now apart from that, when the individual suffer with the illness, there also we can see the individual difference in patient's behavior. If I get any disease, if I get cancer, the way I react may be completely different from the way you react. I may become very sad. Oh my God, I got cancer. My life has gone. No more life. This is disgusting. What I do? What sin I done? Maybe you may say, cancer, it's okay. We are having advanced treatment. I have got this insurance also. I can claim for the insurance. I can go to the best doctor, best hospital. I can take the best treatment. Definitely I'll be get well. I get well soon. See, this may be your behavior. So now, how individual behavior changes when you are suffering with any kind of illness. Okay, the factors which bring the individual difference in illness is age, sex, education status, socio-economic status, your occupation, and the way you think, your interest and your hobbies. See, these all are the factors now bring the difference. Okay, now how people will differ. For example, now some individual may have a positive thought towards their illness so that they get recover very soon. And meantime, some may will have a negative thoughts, and whatever the treatment you do, they are having a very poor prognosis. Some may have a very good threshold of that pain, so they are able to bear that pain of their treatment procedure, and they are able to adjust to that. And some may have a very less threshold of that pain. They cannot bear. They are so irritating. They are so irritable, restless. Some are very calm, relaxed, and they are cooperative with the health workers. Meantime, some will be restless, anger, arrogancy, non-cooperative. Some, they are getting a lot of psychological support from their family, so they will be emotionally stable to face the condition. Some, meantime, some will be like no attachment, no much a family relationship, no psychological support, so they are detached, so they are withdrawal from all these things, and they cannot show that so good attitude towards their illness. See, this is how individuals show difference in their towards their illness. Now, one more thing regarding your socio-economic status. Now, if you have money, definitely you are much relaxed. You are trying to offer the best treatment, best services. So, you wanted to meet the best doctor. So, you are having good view towards the medication. Meantime, when you don't have a money, the way you think will be different. Oh, so much of money. You may try to find some schemes. Yeah, you wanted to go to a hospital where it is very reasonable or any free services. See, this is the way your behavior changes. Now, the occupation, your educational level, what you have. If you are little educated, you are able to speak with the doctor and nurses. You are able to improve your knowledge. Yes, what happened to me? You are able to understand. And meantime, if you're illiterate or that you're not well educated, then definitely it is difficult for you to understand your disease condition. You are not able to communicate with the nurse or the doctor because your level of understanding is really very poor. So this is what the difference we can notice when individual suffering with any kind of illness. Okay, next, what's the importance of knowing this individual difference to the nurses? Individual difference is equal to nurse. Why she must understand? It's because if as a nurse, if you know the individual difference, then it will be easy for you to treat your patient. Understand your patient and provide care like that. Understand the level of understanding of your patient and explain the procedures in a simple way. If your patient is educated, yes, definitely you can go with the formal way of explaining to the procedures, your treatment, so patient will understand. In case your patient is illiterate, you need to be so informal to explain that procedures. You need to go to the level of patient understanding. No technical terms are used there. So you have to explain that. And when you know the individual difference, it will be easy for you to change your attitude and behavior according to that and perform your nursing procedures. Moreover, when you work as a nurse teacher, when you understand the individual difference, you are able to understand your student. You are able to understand the level of student and make your teaching based on that. Categorize the students based on their ability and use a different method to teach them. Maybe a little superior students can be given a separate education, and those who are average, you can give a special teaching to them so that both can do well in their exams. Everyone must understand the procedures and the theory. So this is what you can do when as a nurse, when you are aware about individual difference. Now based on individual difference, you can meet their needs. You can mold your attitude and your behavior according to your patients. So this is all about individual difference. You can expect 2 marks, 5 marks question on that, and you have to write based on the question what they are asking. So dear students, I am going to summarize. We learned individual difference. Individual difference is nothing but it's a variation among individual in their different or similar characteristics. Type of individual difference what we can notice is physical and psychological. The factors which cause individual difference is education, age, sex, hereditary, occupation, socioeconomic status, and religious spiritual beliefs. Then definitely individual difference is very important. Once you understand, you in the sense nurse understand individual difference of your patient, definitely she can provide the best care to her patients. I hope you understood. Please keep reading and keep watching so that I'll see you in the next class with a new topic. Until then, take care of yourself and yes, thank you all.